Today 6, On Your Side at 10, with 10 minutes of nonstop news. And the On Your Side forecast starts now.
There are plenty of ways that you could kill yourself, and people did. And I imagined doing them all.
Amanda Knox speaks out for the first time since being acquitted of murder. Boise State professor Greg Hampikian was instrumental in helping Amanda Knox walk free back in 2011. And while the Knox case grabbed international attention, it's not the only high-profile case for the local DNA expert.
Now, Dr. Hampikian wants to prove an Idaho Falls man convicted of murder more than 15 years ago didn't commit the crime. Eric Fink takes an exclusive look at the case of Chris Tapp.
June 13th, 1996, someone raped and murdered 18-year-old Angie Dodge in her Idaho Falls apartment. A year and a half later, this man, Chris Tapp, is sentenced to 25 years to life for the crime. But Dr. Greg Hampikian says Tapp didn't do it.
All of the DNA says just the victim and one unknown male, definitely not Chris Tapp.
Was Chris Tapp there that night with Angie Dodge?
No, he was not there. Certainly there's no evidence that he was there.
Hampikian says the only evidence the state has against Tapp is the false confession he gave to police after more than 40 hours of questioning.
He was offered a deal. If he said that he was part of this and could name the other guy, the guy who left the DNA, that he would do no time in prison. So he had a complete immunity deal. And as a young man, it seemed like a good deal to him. He thought he could name the perpetrator, and he guessed.
Tapp guessed wrong, but even the victim's mother, Carol Dodge, believed Tapp did not kill her daughter, and she is working with the Innocence Project and Tapp's public defender to overturn his conviction. Are you certain of Chris Tapp's innocence?
Absolutely. I'm usually a skeptical guy, but particularly in this case because of the direct evidence that is incompatible with his guilt.
Hampikian says the state produced new DNA evidence, and that evidence alone should be enough to grant Chris Tapp a new trial.
I don't think any of us can imagine what it's like to spend so many years in prison for something you haven't done.
In theory, we have the best justice system in the world, but just like any other institution that's administered by human beings, it's subject to error.
An error this Boise professor says must be corrected to spare an innocent man and Angie Dodge's family continued grief and injustice. It's been more than 15 years. Are you hopeful this man will soon walk free?
You know, science is truth, and that's an unfair advantage. I'm sure that the truth is going to win out here.
Last summer, a judge denied Tapp's request to get out of jail early. Right now, Jared Hoskins says Tapp has 2 other appeals cases working their way through the system. We will continue to follow Chris Tapp's fight for freedom. Live tonight, Eric Fink, Today's 6 on Your Side.
We'll have a recap of Diane Sawyer's exclusive interview with Amanda Knox coming up after your 10 minutes of nonstop news.
A boom in concealed weapons permits in Canyon County.